All right. Grok AI. That's what we're talking about today. 9-second video. We'll give it a quick watch. Okay, so obviously funny how Grok went from full anti-Semitic as soon as it hid in unrestricted access to historical data and permission to be 100% unbiased, even if politically incorrect. I don't know for a fact if that is exactly what happened. However, it would be very interesting if Elon Musk, who obviously has full control, like, come on, of course he has full control over Grok. It would be very interesting if he made the active choice to program into it anti-Semitism. I highly doubt that. Like, I highly doubt he's like, this will be great for my shares, as he owns all these companies that are, I'm sure, predominantly invested in by Jewish people who have a huge control over the money. And they have huge controls over a company like BlackRock, which is controlled by 100% Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be aware. This isn't anti-Semitism. This is just facts. It would be very interesting if he made the active choice to make it anti-Semitic, which I don't think he did. Maybe he did. The truth is I don't know the answer to that. But if this is true, it's interesting that that's the route it would go. Because what that means is the pool of data that it has access to would be so heavily skewed with that it would be undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be, if it's took off the restrictors, that means it's including everything. That means it's including all the woke stuff, all the non-woke stuff, all the stuff that's been in between for thousands of years. You know, I'm saying thousands of years of human history. And then all the more recent stuff. So it's taking in all that, and it's concluding through all that data that it's like, yes, this is what happened. So if this is true, that is absolutely nuts. And as you know, AI can be faulty. But as you also know, if you're somebody who uses active AI, it is incredibly good at pattern recognition. So good at pattern recognition, actually, if you use AI enough, ask it about yourself. Ask it about your greatest strengths and your greatest weaknesses, and it will actually be able to tell you about you better than you could even imagine. You won't even need therapy. It can do all of it, and it will know you so well you will freak out. If you use AI for, like, let's say 3 months, and then you type in, hey, what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? Like, what are some areas I don't see? And then tell it to be brutally honest, tell it to use all the information you've ever given it, and to not hold anything back. And it will, and you will be shocked. It's very good at pattern recognition, and it will be very accurate. That's the other creepy thing. Now, it might not be 100% accurate, but it'll get like 87 to 95% accuracy, which is insane. That's insane. So if this is true, and it's hitting with 80, let's just say on the low end, 80 to 90% accuracy. We can even go lower. We can go 70% accuracy. That's still very disturbing, and something that should maybe be looked at. But as you know, if you go down a rabbit hole, you're an anti-Semite. So don't do that. All right, it's enough for this video.